everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney, and I hope you are having a fabulous Tuesday. I am here today to walk you through my my July makes, and then on Friday I'll be talking about some of my August plans, and then next Tuesday we're going to get into, I have an announcement, a big announcement next Tuesday. You definitely want to make sure you are subscribed to the newsletter. Because the newsletter subscribers get access to it first on Monday. So we've got an announcement on Tuesday or Monday if you're a newsletter subscriber, along with my fall capsule plans. So I'm trying to put that out early. I meant to get it out actually in July, but life happens. So better late than never. But I did want to try and get that out a little bit earlier for those of you that want to do some advanced planning for your fall sewing. I'm still sewing summer stuff. But I know that some of you like to get a head start on your fall, so I thought I would go ahead and talk you through the fall plans. And so the fall capsule / spring, whatever season you're going into, that PDF will be going out in the newsletter on Monday as well. So another reason that you want to make sure you join that newsletter, because I will be sending that out as well on Monday. So there we go. Anyway, I have 10 items to talk you through. You've seen everything but 3 items you've seen in other videos here on the channel, but I just kind of wanted to walk you through what I did in July, and then again we'll do August plans on Friday, and then I'll do my August lookbook at the beginning of September, and then we'll go back to regular videos. I just thought it'd be kind of fun this summer to do, like in June, July, and August, like a plans and a makes video, just kind of going a little bit old school, mostly to get my own creative juices flowing again, because I kind of got stuck in a little bit of a rut. And to be honest, I'm still kind of pulling myself out of it. I am still kind of pulling myself out of that rut a little bit as well. So my plans for August are going to be not as detailed. I over-planned July to no one's surprise. Okay, so let's get into this. These 10 items. I think I'll start from this end of the rack and work my way forwards, because these are the things that I've already seen. So we'll just touch on those briefly, because I've already talked ad nauseum about the pattern, all of that kind of stuff, yada yada. Actually, let's start with what I'm wearing. This is the Itch to Stitch Nosara top. This was a new pattern that came out in July. I was a pattern tester for it, so it also got made in July. I've really been enjoying wearing this. It's just a dolman sleeve button-up shirt. I put a little fun pocket on the bias as well as the yoke. I could use a little bit of a sway back adjustment, I think, on this pattern, but I'll do that for my next one. It really doesn't bother me. And honestly, if I'm wearing the shirt out completely, you can't tell. But when I do half tucks, it gets caught on my rear end in the back, and does a little bit of extra bunching. But love this thing. Every time I wear it, I get compliments on the color, and it's a happy color, and oh, that looks great on you, which who knew? I'm telling you, I will not bang on too much about it, but if you have not had your colors done, and you are able to, and it's something that is interesting to you, I do highly recommend it, because this is not a color I would have ever worn before having my colors done. The yellows and oranges were nowhere near, or even warm red. I was totally wearing cool colors and muted cool colors. I am warm and clear. So complete other side. It just makes a world of difference. And it's funny that when people comment on that, a little bit, some of it might be that just the color is a happy color, but I really think that it's people are noticing that it makes me pop. The color's not wearing me, I'm wearing the color kind of type of situation, and it just makes it a little bit more, there's something that they can notice, but they aren't, maybe not sure what, other than, oh, I like that color. Anyway, I find that all fascinating. So this was one of the things that I made in July. Not the first thing, but one of the first things. All right, also, I've got my little cotton gauze set here that I made. So you guys have seen me wearing this. This is my Style Art Archie tunic, or Archie woven shirt, which is kind of just a cropped, oversized button-up shirt, and then my Style Art bob pants. So I have been wearing both of these quite a bit, mostly as cover-up pieces, and I've actually been getting compliments. So my husband and I went on a little getaway up to Michigan, and we're at the beach, at the Michigan beach, there at the Lake Michigan, which is wonderful. If you're not familiar with the area, I was not aware how beautiful Michigan was before I moved to Indiana, and it really does. It's like the ocean. I grew up going to the ocean, but it really is. It's gorgeous beaches up there. But anyway, I was wearing these as beach cover up. So I had, wear just the pants over my swimsuit, sometimes throw the top on over it. Sometimes I was just wearing the top. This also served as a little jacket while we were up there because it was getting cool in the evenings. I'm throwing things, but I'm so glad that I made these two pieces. Now, I know I said that I wasn't sure about the pants, mostly because they're just a little see-through, just because of the color of the cotton gauze, but they work great as lounge pants, and I have been wearing them like over swimsuits, that kind of thing, and I get compliments on, oh my gosh, that is so cute, from strangers. So highly recommend. This has been, I'm so glad I made this. This has been a real wardrobe staple in my wardrobe, because a wardrobe staple in my wardrobe, because I've been wearing it as like an overshirt or as a jacket, and really loving how easily this is sliding into my wardrobe, more so than my regular white to me, which is really more of an ivory button-up shirt, which I wear more of like as a button-up shirt, buttoned up and half tucked or whatever. But this is a little slouchier. And so I've been wearing this more of a jacket, and it's cropped. But yeah, I've been loving this. I do feel a lot like my grandmother when I have this on as an overshirt, only because that was like her uniform. In the summer, it was always elastic waist shorts with some sort of a shell, and then a button-up shirt over it with a loafer, and bright lipstick and lots of bangles on her arm, lots of gold bangles. And that was just, different variations of that throughout the summer. But yeah, sometimes I get a glimpse. I take after her side of the family, so sometimes I get a glimpse of myself and I'm like, oh, I'm my grandmother, which is a good thing. But anyway, loving both of these pieces and highly recommend both patterns, and the fabric worked great for them, and easy to take care of. Yeah, all sorts of good stuff. All right, the next thing that you've seen already is my Cashmere Francona dress. I made this. I actually made this, well, I wanted to make the pattern. I've been eyeing the pattern ever since I knew that it was coming out, and I had advanced knowledge of that because, as you know, I do sew-alongs for them every now and again. So this was, I wasn't able to do the sew-along for this one because I was in Italy, but for the deadlines and all that didn't work out. But anyway, I knew about the dress and I was very excited about making it up. And so when July hit, I grabbed my pattern because I am a part of the All Access Club. Although you don't have to be a part of the All Access Club to get that month's pattern. You can just buy your membership for that month. I think it's like $8 USD. So you're basically getting a pattern, whatever that month's pattern is, for $8. And then you can cancel if you wish. So anyway, this was July's pattern though. So now to get this one, you would have to do the All Access. But love it. Very pleased with this. I wore this to the meet and greet presentation that I did down in Bloomington, and because this fabric came from University of Sewing. It's all sold out now, but love this. Love wearing this. It just makes me happy, and it's super comfortable, and the sheared waist cinches me at the waist without making it like real fitted, I've been very inflamed with my autoimmune this summer, like bad. Like I'm feeling it in my joints, which I don't normally do. It's been, yeah, I need to make some lifestyle changes, I think, just to really help with that. But anyway, this has been very comfortable to wear because no matter if my waist is going haywire or not, this is still comfortable. And the fabric is pretty and it makes me smile. Okay, next was, this was a Sew the Look too. This, you guys saw this as a Sew the Look, my cotton gauze set. This was another Sew the Look. This is my Style Arc Posy Knit top. This was a Garnet Hill top that I was recreating, and I used the eyelet knit from Minerva and matched it with some of their viscose, their luxury viscose knit. Love this thing. I've been wearing it I actually didn't finish it all that long ago, so I haven't had a chance to wear it a ton, but I have a feeling, even though this is more mustard, these are kind of the colors I'm pulling out for my fall wardrobe, and it kind of falls into that chartreusey, greeny mustard color. So this will definitely be coming and going from my summer wardrobe into my fall wardrobe. It's just as the everyday style would say, a beyond basic knit top, just something a little bit extra. And I love the texture that the little ruffle / sleeves give. But yeah, you guys just saw this on Friday. So loving this. And I just finished it. So you saw it on Friday. I finished it the week before. So this is only a couple of weeks old since coming off my cutting table. But man, I am all about this. And I can't remember if I said in the video on Friday or not. People are asking about the ruffles because the line drawings look like the ruffle comes down longer on the shirt. I would say it comes down because the notches are marked on the pattern, probably about 4 or 5 inches below the underarm. So where this panel gets sewn into the underarm. Yeah, probably about 5 inches. I would say on either side. People were saying it looked like it stopped shorter on me, which I think, because I had a lot of questions on if I had altered the ruffle at all. I think a lot of that is to do with my boobs just eat up a lot of length. And so it looks like the ruffle is stopping shorter on me when really it's just taking longer to try. You know, if I had a flatter chest, that ruffle would end lower on my body, like closer to my waist or further down. But my boobs eat up a lot of that length that the ruffle has to carry over. I did do a full bust adjustment on this. I can't remember if I said that on Friday. I did a 2-inch full bust adjustment, so 1 inch on each side. I just did a knit one, so a dartless one in the front portion here. Because even though this is like it's not really a princess seam. It's an extra seam that it runs along the side of the boob. So there's nothing that crosses over the apex. So I just did a dartless FBA on the front panel, and that worked really, really well. So that also worked to lengthen the top at center front because I need that extra to go over the fullest part of my bust, then to nothing by the time it got to the side seams. That's just the way a full bust adjustment works. So that would also alter a little bit because I didn't mess with the ruffle at all. So it may be coming up, seemingly to come up a little bit shorter on the top maybe as well because I have extra length in center front. So hopefully that makes sense. But I did get a lot of questions on that and just wanted to address that. But really quick pattern to make up, and it was a great dupe for that Garnet Hill shirt. Okay, and then my Distashify makes for July. So I made these in July, but it's my Cashmere Upton Skirt, and which is the Upton dress extension. Well, actually, this isn't the extension. You could get this just with the regular Upton dress, which is a fit and flare, because you can make the skirt portion of the dress just a standalone skirt, and I used the pleated version, which that did come in the original pattern. So just did this pleated skirt version on that. There are pockets. Absolutely obsessed with this fabric. This is kind of a kickoff for my fall capsule wardrobe. You'll be seeing again more of that next Tuesday. But yes, love this. This will also be going into my fall wardrobe, as well as my silk Curso top. This is also Cashmere, but the Curso is from their book, their Ahead of the Curve book, their first book. They have another book getting ready to come out, but I fully lined it instead of stopping. The pattern comes as like a partial lining. I just prefer the fuller lining. My lining is cut an inch shorter than my outer fabric so that it doesn't peek through, and I used a nude to me colored silk that I just had in my stash to do the lining. Love, this is going to get worn so much this, now into the fall as a layering piece because this army green is also going into my fall capsule. Some people said it looked gray on camera. This is most definitely not gray. It is like a dark, warm army green. Okay. So while I had that Curso cut out, I went ahead and, ooh, you guys have seen this silk. I've been wanting to make something with it. I think it was wider. Is that right? I had a yard about, but it was wider than normal silk. But oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's a Charmeuse. Someone had gifted this to me, which is so, so kind. I used the same silk for the lining that I used for the green one, and did the same thing, just cut the lining an inch shorter. I made the size 12 with the GH cup with this because that's the smallest size that it'll go in the book. And it works fine. It works fine. Like I mentioned in the Distashify video, it's a little big in my upper chest area because technically I'm a 10 GH and then I just grade out to the 12 through the waist. But this is the smallest that the pattern came, so I just went ahead and make the 12, and it's fine. But I can't wait to wear this as standalone as well, as well as under things as a layering piece this fall. I just think that those colors on it are Stunning. And I had just a little bit of scraps left that I think I could eke out a little bit of bias binding probably for some luxurious little bits and bobs, but I just can't wait to be wearing that. So you guys had not seen that. Next up, and this was in my plans video, this was a remnant of some Stoff Knit that I got at University of Sewing. And Stoff Knit is Danish. They're a Danish company. Yeah, I think they are from Denmark. But I absolutely love their cotton jersey. It is just so beefy and it washes and wears really well. In fact, it reminds me of, if you're familiar with the children's, well, the children's wear line that Hannah Anderson, they do adult stuff too. But I used to buy those Hannah Anderson dresses for my daughter. It was the best knit. And I don't know if they're Danish or Swedish, to be honest. They're in that area. But anyway, this fabric reminds me of the fabric that would be on those Hannah Anderson dresses that I used to get for my daughter when she was real little. But with this, I made myself and it's kind of a fun, crazy print, a little bit floral, a little bit abstract, but this is the Love Notion Sunday Romper. I had one of these and I just wore it to death, and so I'm so glad to have another one in my wardrobe, and this time I went with a print, which makes it, I feel like, a little bit more casual. My other one was a red solid, so I could dress it up with like a wedge, chunkier jewelry and wear it a little bit nicer. But honestly, I didn't do that very often. I more often than not wore it casually. So I was very excited to make this up, and just a different colorway and a lot of fun. I make the size medium with a full bust. Hold on though. Now I'm thinking that this came in like sizes and not small, medium, large. I feel like I made the 12 with a full bust. I think that was right now that I'm remembering. I think this does come in the numeric sizing. I didn't shorten anything. I'm always hesitant. A lot of times with Love Notions patterns, I do shorten an inch above the waist, but with rompers, I definitely don't want it to be too short. I would rather have more fabric that's more blouson over the waistband than to be, constant wedgie, because my, the torso is too short. So I left it as is. So I made this the straight, I think the size 12. I do think that this comes in the numeric sizing now that I'm thinking about it. I put the little pockets on the front because that's fun. And I made 0 alterations with the full bust. I think it's sewed together really, really well. This has a grown-on sleeve, which is really easy. It's got a V-neck in the front and the back. But again, there's pockets in the shorts here that make for, it's easy to tell the front from the back, but very comfortable and really great for wearing through the end of the season. You can throw a little cardigan, or I can throw my little shirt on here over it as the weather starts to cool as well, and get a little bit more wear out of it. But I'll definitely pull this back out next spring and summer as well, but I think I've got plenty of time to be wearing it between now and when it gets cold, too. So anyway, there's my Sunday romper. So glad I got that made up. And then the final thing I made, this is also a Stoff Knit from University of Sewing. I think she does have some of this left. I'll leave it down below if she does. But this kind of has like a stripe, but also like a tie-dye effect. Again, the knit is just so beautiful and feels so lovely. It's a cotton spandex jersey, but this is the Cashmere Brattle Top. This is part of their club. This was maybe May's pattern, maybe. It can be hacked with the different Concord and I think Carlisle necklines as well. But it's got a weird body on the front. And honestly, I had to unpick serging on this one because of the way that this little twist happens in the front. I got the one piece flipped the opposite way around, and so I had to unpick, not a lot, it was like this much of serging to flip it the right way to get it sewn in. So this is a little bit of a brain teaser, but I do know that there's a sew along out there that they have. So if you could, watch that if you're nervous about getting confused. But they have these really cute, like real short little cap sleeves, hits at high hip. I made the size 10 with the GH cup and graded out to the 12 at the waist. And I did shorten it by an inch, which is my normal, what I do for cashmere patterns, so that it does hit me in the correct spot. I shorten it an inch above the waist to get things where they belong. So anyway, I'm very excited just to have another little t-shirt that it's a little different. And I also find this knotting situation up here very flattering. So I think this would be a great little workout top as well as a little casual top, like I'm wearing it right now in what you're seeing. But I feel like there's a lot of different applications that you could wear this shirt. And yeah, this will be going into the fall as well. So it's another Beyond Basic knit top, basically, because I think that this adds a little bit of something. And I can wear my trusty Archie over it if I want to add a little something for extra layer of warmth as we get into the cooler weather, or when I'm ready to switch to darker colors, a jean jacket or something like that as well. But yeah, it's just a t-shirt that has a little something extra going on with it. So yeah, those are the 10 things that I got made in July. And I'm feeling pretty good about that because I really did hit a wall in July, like pretty hard when it came to my creativity and just mental health in general. Again, I'm not fully out of it, but I'm definitely feeling better and feeling that I'm coming out of things. But I'm very impressed that I got done what I got done. Because there for a while, I'm like, I'm not going to get anything made in July, or very few things. But I'm feeling very good with what I did accomplish, and did get sewn up. So all in all, good July. It felt good to be just creative behind the sewing machine. And again, I've got a few things that I'm going to be doing for August just for fun. Although some of those are gonna tie into my fall capsule plans. Next Tuesday's video is not just gonna be what I'm gonna be making for my fall capsule. It's also gonna be what I'm pulling from my wardrobe, the colors I'm gonna be using, all that kind of thing. The core pieces of my fall capsule wardrobe will be what we'll be talking about on Tuesday. And I'll talk about a few things that I'll be making, but those things will also be showing up in Friday's video. So I think. So anyway, I hate to repeat content, too much, even just a little bit of overlap, but yes, that is the plan. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope you get some sewing in. I'm very optimistic that I'm going to get some sewing in this week. I'm filming this on Monday, or watching it on Tuesday, but I was on a little getaway with my husband for our anniversary last week, and that was lovely. And so I was away from my sewing machines last week, and I'm really looking forward to doing some batch cutting, and getting at least one thing that I had said I was going to do in July that didn't get done. There is one dress I really want to get finished this summer. The other ones I think I can push. I don't know, we'll see. But a lot of my August sewing is going to start going towards more transitional pieces. So anyway, that's kind of what we have to look forward to. If you've not hit that subscribe button yet, please do so. That is a great way to support some of your favorite any creator that you find here on YouTube. That really helps with analytics and recommending my channel to other people that are searching for sewing related content. So if you have not hit that subscribe button, that is a great way to support me for free. So I would very much appreciate it. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you get some sewing in, and I'll see you again on Friday. Bye.